Shanti, 18th July 2023, Baapdada Sakar Murli. In the essence, Baba says, sweet children, you have come to this spiritual university to change from buddhas, foolish ones, into wise ones. Wise means pure. You are now studying this study to become pure. Question. What are the main signs of wise children? Answer. Wise children constantly play with knowledge. They are always intoxicated by this godly intoxication. All the knowledge of the world cycle is in their intellects. They have the intoxication. Our Baba has come from the supreme abode for us, and we resided with him in the supreme abode. Our Baba is the ocean of knowledge, and we have become master oceans of knowledge. He has come to give us the inheritance of liberation and liberation in life. Song. Who has come to the door of my heart? Om Shanti. The soul of the living being knows that our Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is personally teaching us. He is teaching us Raj Yoga. Therefore, it is as though this is a godly university. Why is it called a university? It isn't that all other universities are for the universe. No. They are not for the universe, so they shouldn't be called universities. Here, you children know that this is the true godly university. However, none of them can understand this because they are buddhas. Only the Father makes buddhas wise. Human beings bow down in front of those who are wise. They bow down to the deity idols and sannyasis, etc. Sannyasis are pure, and so they are definitely wise. They consider purity to be good. The vice of lust causes distress for human beings. This is why householders consider sannyasis who remain pure to be wise and bow down at their feet. As soon as they see someone wearing the costume of a sannyasi, they instantly bow down to him. However, regard for them has now decreased, and this is why people take every step with great caution. Previously, when they saw a sannyasi, they would instantly invite him. Swamiji, come to our house. There are now too many of them, and they have now become tamo pradhan. And this is why there is only regard for those who are very well known. Even eminent people bow down to them. Why? Those eminent people are more educated than sannyasis, but sannyasis are pure because they have adopted renunciation, and that is why they are considered to be wise. You are now becoming wise. You now know the Creator and the beginning, middle, and end of creation. However, among you too, not all of you have that intoxication. It takes a lot of time for that intoxication to rise. Only at the end there will be complete intoxication. Now, the more effort you make, the more your intoxication continues to rise. You should constantly remember that Supreme Soul, the Father of us souls, has come. He is teaching us in order to make us into the masters of the world. Therefore, you should have the pure concern to make effort. Not all of you have that concern. At the time of listening to this, their intoxication rises, but as soon as they go outside, everything ends. It is number-wise. The Father of us souls has come. We used to reside with him in the supreme abode. No one else understands this. Sages and sannyasis, etc. are pure. You too are number-wise. Not everyone has the faith that our Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the ocean of knowledge, the bestower of liberation in life, and that he is making us into the masters of heaven. As soon as you step outside of here, that happiness disappears. Otherwise, you children should have so much happiness. I have taken the support of this body. How else would I teach you Raj Yoga? I don't have a body of my own. If you look at all of those in the temples, they all have their own bodies, whereas I am bodiless. All others have received an angelic or corporeal body. I don't have a body. There is the Somnath temple, and even if you go to the Shiva temple, they have incorporeal forms there. It is just that they have given him different names. You know that soul comes here from the supreme abode. Souls adopt different bodies and play their parts. I do not enter this cycle of 84 births. I am the resident of the supreme abode. I have entered this body. You would ask, how does the incorporeal one come? Yes, he can come. When you offer food to a departed soul, that soul comes, does he not? The body of that soul doesn't come. The soul enters another body. You understand that the soul enters another person's body. The souls of some ghosts are very mischievous. They throw stones, etc. Only when a soul enters a body can he do something. That is called a ghost. Impure souls also enter in others. You children have experienced how impure souls wander around until they receive their own bodies. Pure souls also come. This too is fixed in the drama. Whatever has passed is said to be the playing of the drama. The father explains, I come and enter an ordinary old body. He would definitely need the body of an experienced person. Brahma's name is very well known, and Brahma's advice is also well known. Where did Brahma receive advice from? Brahma is Shiv Baba's child. His advice is Srimad, and so the main Srimad has to be through Brahma, whom the father enters. The people of Bharat don't know these things. They think that all are one. They believe that Sri Krishna, Shiva, etc. are all the same. They call Sri Krishna Mahatma or Yogeshwar, but they don't know why they call him that. The Sri Krishna soul is now studying yoga with Ishwar, Lord lit title of Shiva, and becoming Yogeshwar, Lord of Yoga. This is such an incognito secret. People say that God is beyond name and form and that he doesn't have a body. However, you say that the Somnath temple is a memorial of the incarnation of Shiva. Shiv Baba surely came in the previous cycle and he has now come again. Then, the worship of him will start in the Copper Age. People celebrate Shivratri, night of Shiva. The father sits here and explains, you souls came here from the supreme abode to play your parts. Souls are imperishable and they have parts of 84 births recorded in them. Just as the father has entered an old body, in the same way you are also in old bodies. Baba liberates you from your old bodies and gives you new bodies. He shows you the way to change from being worthless shells into valuable diamonds. It is sung, the beloved is only one. The father says, I am the resident of the supreme abode. You too are residents of the supreme abode. I have come in the oldest body of all. Those are also your oldest impure bodies of your final 84th birth. You consider yourselves to be souls. We have completed our 84 births and we are now to receive new bodies in the new world. Therefore, you should remain so happy. It is number wise. Some are completely dull-headed. Maya has completely turned their intellects to stone. It is like when you sprinkle water on a hot griddle and it instantly dries up. They are such hot griddles. Oh, but you just have to consider yourselves to be souls, children of the Father. However, they do not consider themselves to be those. If souls do consider themselves to be those, why do they become those who are amazed and then run away? Maya is very powerful. If you are careless, Maya will slap you. Oh, Baba has come to give you the inheritance and yet you become vicious. She slaps you very strongly. The father does not slap you. Maya slaps you hard and turns your faces away. There are many who continue to be slapped by Maya. Maya also says, "You don't remember the father, and so I slap you." Maya has been given the order. Those who are without wisdom have to be made wise. Therefore, why don't you do service? Are you still going to experience the slipper from Maya? Many continue to experience the slipper. Some experience the slipper of anger and some experience the slipper of attachment. The father says, just surrender everything and live as a trustee. When you have donated the vices, why do you take them back and use them again? Vices don't have a form. With regard to your money, you are told to live as a trustee. You may use it, but with great care and with the Father's Srimad, you must not commit any sin with that money. Otherwise, you will accumulate the burden of that on your head. Maya is very tamopradhan and she knows when you are not remembering the Father very well, and so she thinks, punch that one. Maya says, if you don't remember the Father or your inheritance, I will slap you. Many children write, Baba, Maya slapped me. Baba writes back, yes, children, Maya has been given an order. Slap them a great deal when they do not belong to me. I have come to make you constantly happy, but in spite of that, you children don't remember me. It is very easy, but it does take time. Otherwise, the mercury of happiness would rise by your remembering the Father and the inheritance. Eventually, while remembering Baba, you will just feel a little jerk and, okay, I'm now going to Baba. Then I will go to heaven. It will be as though you just have completed godly intoxication and go back home. Acha. No one knows that souls are lovers of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. You are true lovers. You have been His lovers for half a cycle and have been remembering the beloved a great deal. However, you didn't know that souls are lovers of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. They say that each soul is the Supreme Soul and that the Supreme Soul is each soul. Here, there is a great difference. You know that God is the beloved. That pure soul is making us so beautiful. When we souls become dirty, our jewelry, bodies also became dirty. Baba has come once again to make you beautiful and you will then receive golden aged bodies. They mix alloy into gold. Now, just see. That is the Adidev temple. Someone named him Mahavir, but they don't know the meaning of that at all. They even call Hanuman Mahavir. There is such a vast difference between calling Hanuman Mahavir and then calling Adidev Mahavir. Whatever the Jain Maharaj Muni said, that continued to be accepted. Nowadays, there is a lot of occult power. This Baba knows everything. People make a lot of effort. They even make saffron emerge from their hands. People think that that is a wonder and quickly become their followers. Those who have occult powers have many followers. It is not like that here. Baba says, I have come exactly as I did 5,000 years ago. No one else can say this. Children say, Baba, we came 5,000 years ago and attained the inheritance of heaven from you. We have now come once again and become the children of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul Shiva through this Brahma. The world is in the Iron Age. Where would Brahmins come from in the Iron Age? Brahmins are needed at the confluence age. The feet and the top knot come together, and so that is a confluence, the confluence of Shudras and Brahmins. You change from Shudras into Brahmins. No one knows the cycle of 84 births. You know that you are Brahmins and that you have become the children of Brahma in a practical way. You can tell those Brahmins, you Brahmins call yourselves children of Brahma, but who is the father of Brahma? They won't be able to tell you. It is like pebbles in a tin can. They would simply say, we Brahmins are God. All of you were devotees and you now say, we are becoming worthy of marrying Lakshmi. You are making effort for this. For instance, just remember that you came from the Supreme Abode. Baba has now come once again to take us back. We too are the masters of Brahman. Baba has entered an old body. We too are in old bodies. The father says, I also have to take an old body. Now remember me. The father and your sins will be absolved. He gives you time. You have to serve the Pandav government for a minimum of 8 hours. You also have to teach Raj Yoga and blow the conch shell. You make Bharat in particular and the world in general into heaven with Srimad. Only you go to heaven. Those of other religions do not go there. Brahmins, deities, warriors, merchants and Shudras are called the variety form image. You should create such a picture of the variety form image that people are easily able to understand. They have shown Vishnu as the variety form image. A picture is definitely needed. They have pictures in schools. Otherwise, little children would not know what an elephant is. They are shown a picture of it. So, here, there are the 4 ages. It is now the Iron Age and the cycle will definitely turn. Brahmins exist at the confluence age. The others are physical Brahmins, guides. They are not the mouth-born creation of Brahma. The mouth-born creation of Brahma received the inheritance from the grandfather. Those Brahmins don't receive the inheritance. You too understand these things number-wise. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Baapdada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. Spiritual children in return to the spiritual father says good morning, namaste, namaste, namaste. Thank you so much, Baba. Essence for Dharna. Point number 1. Surrender everything with your intellect and live as a trustee. Perform every task with great caution according to Srimad. Point number 2. Remember Baba and the inheritance and experience limitless happiness. While in remembrance of Baba, experience godly intoxication. Become a true lover. Blessing. May you practice concentration and stability with the power to merge and to pack up and become an embodiment of the essence. May you practice concentration and stability with the power to merge and to pack up and become an embodiment of the essence. Explanation to this: there is a huge expansion of your body, bodily relation and possessions. In order to put all types of expansion into their essence, you need the powers to merge and to pack up. Merge all types of expansion into the one point. I am a point. The Father is a point, and the whole world is merged in the one point, the Father. To be a point form, that is, to be an embodiment of the essence, means to be concentrated. By practicing this concentration, you can stabilize your intellect wherever and whenever you want in a second. Slogan: those who stay constantly in the stage of spirituality are spiritual roses. Those who stay constantly in the stage of spirituality are spiritual roses. Acha. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.